The Kenyan embassy in Kinshasa, Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC, has become the latest casualty in a wave of violent protests linked to the ongoing conflict in the country's eastern region. According to Kenya's Foreign Affairs Principal Secretary, Korir Sing'oei, the embassy was targeted by marauding protesters, expressing their frustrations over the escalating violence. This attack was not isolated. Embassies of Uganda, Rwanda, France, and the United States also faced similar incidents, signaling the widespread nature of the unrest. President William Ruto has responded diplomatically to the crisis, engaging with global leaders to seek solutions to the volatile situation. In a recent conversation with U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio, President Ruto discussed pressing issues of mutual concern, including the conflict in eastern DRC. He highlighted Kenya's commitment to regional peace and emphasized the need for U.S. support. Secretary Rubio, in turn, commended Kenya's proactive efforts to promote stability in the region. President Ruto also engaged French President Emmanuel Macron in dialogue over the ongoing crisis. Macron pledged France's backing for regional interventions and reaffirmed his support for collective efforts to address the challenges in eastern DRC. These high-level discussions underscore Kenya's active role in seeking diplomatic solutions to the worsening conflict. The situation on the ground remains dire, with heavy fighting between the M23 rebel group, allegedly backed by Rwanda, and Congolese government forces. The violence has escalated significantly in recent weeks, with the rebels making alarming territorial gains in Goma. Thousands of civilians have fled their homes in search of safety, adding to the region's already staggering number of displaced persons. The brutality of the conflict is evident in the harrowing scenes from Goma, where bodies lie abandoned on the streets and hospitals are overwhelmed with casualties. The humanitarian crisis grows by the day, painting a bleak picture of the region's future if immediate intervention is not achieved. President Felix Tshisekedi has convened an emergency meeting in Kinshasa with key political and military leaders to address the unfolding disaster. While M23 rebels have encountered resistance from Congolese troops and pro-government militias, the situation remains precarious, with no clear resolution in sight. This conflict is not just a regional issue, but a test of global diplomacy and humanity. The involvement of neighboring countries and the international community will be critical in de-escalating the violence and addressing the underlying issues that fuel these conflicts. The attacks on embassies highlight the urgency of a coordinated response to restore peace and stability in eastern DRC. Beyond the immediate crisis, the ongoing violence raises important questions about the role of regional organizations, international allies, and neighboring states in preventing such conflicts. It also serves as a grim reminder of the human cost of political and territorial disputes, where innocent lives and entire communities bear the brunt of the violence. The time for action, diplomatic, humanitarian, and military, if necessary, is now, before the situation spirals even further out of control.